Welcome back. Part 4. We're going to decal the interior, metal transfer the interior, and we are also going to assemble the entire interior today. And then in the next video, we'll see where we go. Okay, so let's get down on the bench. Okay, so here we are down at the bench. First, I started with the metal transfer for the steering wheel. It's a Toyota logo. I find metal transfers a little hard to do at times because they're hard to peel off for me. Like, for instance, if you can see here, I try to hold it and transfer itself down once I get the edge peeled, and then I'll follow through peeling the rest of the plastic, if that makes any sense. Here we are cutting out the LCD screen for the display unit. This is fairly easy to do, a little bit of a struggle because of the size of the part, but I eventually got it, and I thought it went on pretty well. Like I said, after a little bit of a struggle, you can see I finally get it. Next, I'll prepare the rear view mirror to be attached to the glass by peeling it away from its backing paper. Then I'll try and stick it on the first try, but that doesn't always happen, as you guys know. I think I got it on the first shot here. It didn't seem like it was that much of a struggle. When I do peel the plastic away, sometimes I'll either hold it down with my finger, or I'll use like a toothpick or something to get underneath the plastic and hold it down while I do that, as you see here. Here I'm just attaching the steering wheel to the rest of the steering column so nothing gets lost. I do this sometimes throughout a build while I'm decaling and stuff like that, just to get it out of the way so I won't have to do it later. Here I'm assembling the headrest for the seat. Pretty easy to do. Just slip the chrome in, put your glue on. It's not really a hard process here. And now we'll attach the headrest to the seat. Pretty straightforward process, same as before. Yeah, like with any model, with the glue, less is more. You don't need to soak it on or you'll ruin your paint. You just put it on the crack, let it seep through using the capillary action, and you should have no problems here. Okay, so now here we are assembling the door cards. Real easy. I glue them from the back. I find it's cleaner when you do it this way. Now we will put in the speaker grill on top of the dashboard. Yeah, just like any decal application, try to push out the air bubbles. I apply a little bit of decal solvent. I like Ultimate Decal Setting Solution. I find this stuff works great. Here I'm just applying it to the display screen decal. Now I'll start the speaker grills for the door cards. This is all fairly straightforward stuff, so you won't hear too much talking from me from here on out, but I may interject every now and again. Here I'm using a Tamiya cotton swab to push the air bubbles out of the decal before I apply the setting solution. Here I go, applying the decal setting solution again, just not a very large amount. You can almost let it drip off the brush onto the decal and leave it. Yeah, so here we are working the second door card, getting the speaker grill in place. Now I've moved on to the interior tub. Just two speaker grills to put on here. They were pretty easy to put on. Same process as before. Yeah, nothing really changes. Another important detail for setting solution is to leave the decals at least 6 hours to dry. I usually leave them 24, but I would leave them at least 6 hours to dry just to make sure they're fully cured. Now we're on the final assembly of the interior. I'm just putting the brake pedal in here. And now I'll put the gas pedal in. Not a lot of glue is needed. You just have to touch the cracks and the glue will do the rest of the work. Now for the second part, the center console. I used the Tamiya white glue for this because of its viscosity. I find the extra thin was just a little too thin. I wanted something a little thicker that would grab the part from the back, and it seemed to do the job pretty well. Now I'm back using the extra thin for the speaker grills. This was perfect for the job needed. It was a small little gap, and yeah, it went on well. So here I am putting the second one on, just a little bit of glue. And yeah, a little bit of fiddling because it was so small on my big hands, but I got her to stick. I use the white cap again for putting the seats in place. Yeah, fairly easy here. I just kind of put it around the area where the seat's at and pushed them in place, and they went right into place in typical Tamiya fashion. I use more of the Tamiya white stuff for the center for the dashboard. I just felt that the thickness and viscosity of it just worked better for me, like as far as like keeping it in place. I don't know, it felt like it worked a little bit better than the extra thin would. Finally, we started putting the door cards in place. Here's the passenger side door card. It went in fairly easily. And the driver's side, which was pretty much the same. For an interior, this is probably the easiest interior I've built in a while. Nothing really too difficult, just fun. Now that the interior is assembled, we'll move on to the photo booth for some pictures. Okay, so that's it for part 4. Next video, we will do the final body work on the exterior. We will do a polish and a wet sand, and we'll probably get everything done. So 5 parts, I think that's pretty good for a Toyota Supra. So we'll figure out also after that what we'll build next.